Hello and welcome to Tea and Cornbread, a conversation with Sean and Tracy. I am Sean.
And I'm Tracy.
And we are talking to you all that are 50 and fabulous.
And don't forget handsome.
And we want you to know that we want to get some education happening, some empowerment.
We want to grow with you. We want to learn with you. We want to see what you're doing, 50 and over.
So like, share, comment, follow, subscribe,
grab your
and
tea.
grab your tea.
Welcome everyone. Today with Tea and Cornbread. My co-host Sean is away getting some knowledge, some empowerment. She's in Florida enjoying the sun, so she's gonna bring back some information for us. But today is Sunday, September 15th. I was getting ready to say August 15th, but it's September 15th. And I have a special guest today. I have Melody Davis with me today. What she's going to be joining us and talking about is the co-op, the North End co-op that they have going on. But Saturday, and I know I'm hopping right into it, ladies and gentlemen, because it's more or less today is a PSA. And it's about the North End co-op. It's about their fall harvest that they're having September 21st. And it's going to be at Grace Baptist, 12 to 4. I'm giving a highlight of everything, but Melody is going to talk about it. She's going to talk about her involvement with the North End Co-op, what they're trying to accomplish, what they will be accomplishing in the North End pretty soon. But they also need the help of individuals that are out there, the men and women that live in the neighborhood. So Melody, thank you for joining us this morning. We want to let the people know what you ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure you have some of those that participate. I see just the ladies in the front, so I know there's men that also help. You have volunteers that assist. I'm going to give you the floor so you can tell us a little bit more about what's going to be happening on September 21st.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on this beautiful Sunday morning. Yes, my name is Melody Davis, and I am one of the founding board members of the North End Co-op. I am also the secretary for the co-op that try to keep everything together for our board meetings. Oftentimes there's a lot of moving parts, but we make it happen. So this coming Saturday, the 21st of September, excuse me, as you mentioned, Tracy, we're going to be in the lot of Grace Baptist Church. This is our second annual fall harvest, so we are super excited to bring this back to the North End area, servicing the people, the community members in that area, but also the surrounding area. We really like to highlight small businesses as vendors so that they are able to come out and showcase their product, let people know, that they're up and, that they have this business and that they have this service for the people. We have other vendors from the city of Waterbury, such as regards to health and wellness services as well. So we're really excited, and I can't leave out our produce, right? So we have really done a lot of work with reaching out to our local farmers. Many people don't know, maybe many people who actually live in the city of Waterbury don't realize that we have farms. We have actual gardens right here in the city of Waterbury. So Urban Fresh Gardens, Mr. Gregory, he has been really instrumental in educating us, on produce, on how to grow produce, building small gardens. So he will be there, as well as Anthony Hodges from Hodges Farms. Not sure if he will be there, but he will provide some of his fresh produce from his farm. And we have another gentleman from Bridgeport, Mr. Sean, who will also provide some of their produce from a garden in Bridgeport. But again, we're reaching out to all local. When we say local, it's not only in the city of Waterbury or the state of Connecticut. Um, we're really looking to reach out to farmers in the tri-state area. So it's a lot of work, but we are, here for the cause and boots on the ground, and we make it happen. We make it happen in the time that we have. So
yeah. Thank you for that, Mel. And there's a lot that goes behind it. Like Mel said, there is a lot of work that they've been putting in. So you guys been doing it for, don't quote me, 5 years now? Have you been?
Excuse me, we're coming up on 3 years.
Oh, 3 years. Okay.
Yep, 3 years. It doesn't seem like it has been 3 years. But yes, we've been together 3 years. Yeah.
3 years. And I want to say on a personal level, like I've been involved, I've been volunteering, and I've been helping. So I think that it is a great cause. And I want people, and the reason I said you've been doing it for X amount of years is because I want people to know it doesn't happen overnight. That you ladies and gentlemen, all hands, like you said, all boots on the ground. It's a lot of work that goes into what you are trying to accomplish. And I do want to say thank you. You have your stands, are they called farmer stands? Your little farmer markets that you have. You've been visiting different sites around the city, making it accessible to people. Let people know a little bit more about that too, even though, is that coming to an end now that the weather is about to change also?
So, thank you for bringing that up. So the farm stands, we started this year. This is the first year that we decided to do that. And the reason why we started with the farm stands, it was a way to lead up to the fall harvest. Because often, many people know that once the cold weather hits, the produce kind of diminish because there's only certain things that can really grow in this type of environment. So we wanted to, one, introduce the North End Co-op and let people know in the area what we are, what our goal is, and who we are, So we started with the farm stands on Saturdays or Sundays, and really targeting the local churches, which has been a really, really huge hit. I mean, the people, they were really grateful to have fresh produce,
They look forward to it. They're saying, where's your next place? Where are you going to be at next? So they do come out for it.
They look forward to it. Absolutely. Yep. So it is called farm stands, and we had small batches at that time. And again, as I stated, it was leading up to the fall harvest. So after the fall harvest, we will more than likely have one or two because of the weather. We definitely want to have that the fresh produce available for families during the holiday season. Thanksgiving. You want to have those good veggies on the table. Looking pretty all season. But then after that, we are looking to have something else. I don't want to let the cat out the bag yet because it's still still up for discussion.
Okay.
But we want to keep the momentum. We don't just want to, just drop off in the winter time and then just pop up again in the spring. So we want to keep the momentum with something.
Yeah. And like you said, everything leads up to your fall harvest that is happening on Saturday. Talk a little bit more about the North End Co-op, because this is the purpose of you doing the farm stands, of you also second year that we're going to be, and I say we're going to be because I'll be participating in some format doing the fall harvest. Talk about the North End Co-op a little bit and how it affects the people that you're trying to build this supermarket for.
Mm-hmm. So the North End Co-op, and we decided to name it North End Co-op because that is the area where we would like to have our market. We want to have our foundation in the North End section of Waterbury. One, because, many, many years ago, there were several independent-owned, Black-owned businesses that flourished in that area. So we want to bring that back. We want to bring community back. We want to unify people. So we look at the North End Co-op not only as a grocery store market, but also a hub to bring people back together. Like we were in, back in the day,
Yes.
each one reach one,
Exactly. I
So,
remember that growing up. I remember that.
yes, yes. Yeah, you go over to, Mr. Johnson's,
Yes.
laundromat, not the
Yep.
laundromat, the tailor, and have your suit tailored, or it was, each one just kind of reaching out to
We've
each
seen a
other.
lot of our faces, like you said, whether it was a corner store or a beauty shop. We were all kind of in that central area, stores that were over there. You know what I mean? So I totally get what you're saying, trying to bring that camaraderie back to the center of town,
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
give people a purpose, give them, want to wake up in the morning and say, hey, this is where I live and I'm proud of,
yes. I'm
staying
proud
here.
to be here. I'm proud
Yes.
to be here. And so
Yeah.
the co-op model, as you mentioned, is it will be primarily a grocery store, yes, but it's a different type of grocery store. So the co-op model, the community actually has buy-in into this market. Whereas if you go to Stop and Shop or you go to Aldi's, you really don't
Yes.
have a say in
Right.
what is going on in the grocery store. It is what it is. Whereas
Yeah.
the co-op, you as the member owner, you would purchase a share in the market and you would have a vote on, again, what is going on in the market, what you would like to see in the market, as well as, attend our meetings so that you would have a say. Your voice matters. We with the member share, as I mentioned, the member owner share, there is a fee for that for the ownership, and it is $200. We have many options on how to pay off that $200, but once it's paid, then that's it. So, and you have a voice. You are a part of the store. You are member owner of the store. So once again, the co-op model, it gives ownership, it builds empowerment, with the individual as well as us as an organization.
So buying into it, the $200, and correct me if I'm wrong, is it more or less of a startup fee? Because down the line there may be other fees, or are you looking at $200 and you need to get X amount of people? Once those X amount of people are in, that's it. Nobody else can buy in. How exactly does that work for someone that is interested but doesn't know? Okay, here's my $200. They automatically think, oh, I own a piece of that grocery store, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, the $200 right now, we don't have any additional fees. The money is going towards operating costs. We don't have, yes, we're applying for grants and, keeping it going that way. But as everyone knows, the grant has limits. There's limitations to grant funding, so the member ownership fee, your investment into this co-op model, the co-op market, will go towards operating costs. So we have, we're constantly marketing the co-op. We do not get paid. We are volunteers because this is what we want to see happen. We're doing this from our heart, and we want this for the community. Just with technological tools, our tablets, our phones, and there's different things that that money, that pool of money, will go towards.
Okay, all right. And like you said, it's on a volunteer basis, because this is what you guys' vision, you ladies, excuse me, vision is to give back to your community and see this flourish. You guys are busy, and outside of what you said that $200 go to, you guys put a lot of time, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears into this. And not to belittle anybody outside of that realm. not to belittle anybody outside of that realm, the volunteers that also come and assist, at different times, is a wonderful thing too, because that to me says they have a vision too, that they believe in what you ladies want to make you, they believe in what's going to happen with the North End Co-op. And that makes me smile because people are paying attention. We just need a little bit more people to pay attention. So let's talk a little bit more about the fall harvest that's going to happen on Saturday. What do the people expect? I know you talked about we're going to have, the farmers are going to be there. They will be selling produce. I think we need to make that clear. They will be selling produce. You will have vendors there. I'm not sure if you know exactly what type of vendors will be down there yet, but you will have vendors down there. Will there be any entertainment or anything for children if people do bring their children? Just trying to gauge.
So we have a wide variety of vendors. I can't name them off the top of my head.
No, that's fine.
We have ladies who are selling clothing and some jewelry products. We will definitely have, like I said, the produce to sell. We will have resource information from the city Department of Public Health. In regards to entertainment, we do have a nice lineup. We have some dancers that are coming forward. We will also have the 40 plus Double Dutch group, which is new to the city of Waterbury. And so they will be coming out and hula hooping and doing their Double Dutch and interacting with the crowd. So, and we also
new to Waterbury. You can't just slip over that. And Mel is the captain. Yay! So, okay, just had to throw that in there.
Thank you. Yes. We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. Not only the unity, right? Well, including the unity, but just the fitness and fun and just,
that's important.
Life is just so heavy now. I just see the things that the young people are having to engage in, whether voluntary or not. It's nice to kind of have this. I don't want to say it's old school, but it is kind of somewhat of old school concept, and bring it back to our community. So,
and it is a wonderful thing because you've got women and men, kids, teenagers. When they see us out there performing, they want to try. From 2 years old to 99, maybe not 99, but from 2 year old, all the way up, they want to participate, which is an awesome thing. So yes, definitely, we want everybody to come out on Saturday.
And we'll have a DJ.
Bring the children.
Have a DJ there. Yep, playing music for the 4 hours. So yes.
Nice. Let me see what else I wanted to talk about. Did we miss anything that the people should know about Saturday? I think we covered the time. Did we cover it was at Grace Baptist from 12 to 4?
I think you mentioned it in your introduction. Yes, it's from 12 to 4. And yes, we'll be at Grace Baptist, and it's on Kingsbury Street.
Kingsbury Street. Okay. Yep. Yes. I kind of had to hesitate too. When you know where things are, sometimes you forget the street names. Well, I do.
Me too. I'm not very good with street names, but and we think, we thought that Grace Baptist, obviously from last year, because last year was a great turnout. But the location is ideal because it's central to just about everything.
The center of town,
close to downtown, close to the bus route. You have people who are, right there in the apartments there. They can just walk over, it's walking distance for most. So we thought that, let's try it again this year and see how it goes. So I did just wanted to just give kudos to our volunteers because honestly, Tracy, without them, we wouldn't be able to do half the things that we're able to do because we're only 7.
Yes.
There's only 7 of us, and the board is really moving this project forward. So, and a couple of those ladies, they live out of state. So, kudos to the volunteers. We so appreciate them. And like you said, when they come out, whether it's at the farm stand or, boots on the ground, handing out information and talking to the people in the community, they've been, I don't have the words to express it, but they have been so helpful, and we appreciate them so very much. So if there's anyone who would like to volunteer or get your name on the list, please go to our website. And you're going to ask me what the website is.
I am. How do the people reach you, Mel? We know that you have a lot going on, and I just want to say thank you to you ladies, you 7, for sitting at the table and making this happen. You said you want to thank the volunteers. Like I said earlier, the volunteers believe in what you ladies have going on, because if not, they wouldn't keep coming back. If not, they wouldn't keep saying, what can I do? How can I help? And when you sound the alarms, they come. That's the most important thing, So for people to volunteer, they're volunteering because they believe in you ladies' vision. So like Mel said, if you want to volunteer,
yeah.
Young
ones, they're like, call me. What, when's the next one? I'm like, oh my goodness, they are so invested. Invested.
They are. But even when you ladies, and I said it earlier, when you ladies do the farmer stands, when you do those, people are buying, and on the way, where's the next one? Where's the next one? Those are so important to bring back to the community too. One thing that you said, and I totally agree, is because it's, maybe it's not in the center, but it's close enough in the center to where people who are seasoned, they don't drive, or people who just don't have vehicles, and they can walk down to the church, or walk when you guys were doing the farmer stands at the different churches and different locations. Mm-hmm. So we say thank you to you ladies too, because we don't see this often in the inner city anymore. Those times are gone, and hopefully we can bring it back. You ladies start the co-op, and that spreads off to somebody starting something else, and somebody bringing something else back to where it's accessible to the people, and that's the most important thing. We don't want you to have to drive 10 and 15 miles to get to us. It defeats the purpose.
Absolutely.
It defeats the purpose. We will have, like you said, answering question time on Saturday. So I just want to say to the people, come with your questions, things that you want to know about farming, about fruits and vegetables, about, I don't know, even soil, which it comes down to, planting and caring for. There'll be a plethora of information down there. Come with the open mind to talk to Mel and talk to the other ladies about the co-op and see if it's something you're interested in doing. And I apologize if you already said this, Mel. You did say, so somebody's interested, but right now they don't have the full $200. Mm-hmm. Did you say there was a payment plan? Mm-hmm. And okay, yep.
Yeah,
I didn't want to speak out of turn.
Options. We understand that, this is a day and time where, money is tight for a lot of people, but there are people who want to be involved, and, whether it's a financial investment or sweat equity, investment, whatever that looks like for you, we realize that, these are trying times. However, there is a fee,
right.
for the member ownership, but we are able to break it down. That's easy for the person, for your pocket.
For your pockets. And that's, again, making it accessible to the people where it's going to serve. And like you said, it's not just going to serve people of Waterbury either, because once it gets up and running, we're going to bring people from other places, and hopefully this spreads off. It springs off to where, okay, Northern Co-op started here in Waterbury. It springs off and starts somewhere else, and it goes on, it goes forth. Another thing, Mel, I wanted you to touch on, only because I've been privy to and have been around and heard you guys talk about this, not only are you looking for $200 to invest into the grocery store is awesome. But another thing you guys are trying to do is give back to the community. So hopefully you're employing within the community.
Yep. Yep. You're reading my mind. You're reading my mind. Yes, absolutely. I mean, just think about it. You have, well, not to bring up Amazon or another company, but that's what happens when you have a new organization or a new business in the community. It just makes sense to reach out to the community members, as to have and ask them to work there, because again, that's another form of investment, investment in their community. They are going to make sure that their market is clean and that the people are serviced well, and you have a face that you can relate to, hey, Mrs. Davis, hey, Mr. Jones, how you doing? You have that relationship in the market. That's what we want. We want this market to flourish as a hub, for people to come and enjoy themselves. We'll have music in the aisles, and we want you to have a good time, feel welcome while you're shopping for your product, whether it's produce or, whatever items that you are picking up at that time. So definitely opening up to increasing employment, economic advancement, yes, that is our goal.
And that's so important. And I think that's something we need to blow the horn on and yell as loud as we can. It's an investment into you, not only, like you said, employment, but it makes you feel good when you're walking somewhere. One, you're recognized and you recognize people, you see the same employees. It makes you feel like, okay, this is working. You don't want to go somewhere where every time you go, you're greeted by different people, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I think when I'm constantly going somewhere and I see your face, Mel, or you see my face, okay, this is working. She enjoys what she's doing. They're doing something right because they're retaining their employees. So I think that's an awesome thing. And I think you feel good as a person. If I wake up every morning and I could get up and I go and walk into that store and this is where I work at and it's clean and it's nice, foods are fresh, things are, up to date. It's welcoming. When I walk into a grocery store, when I walk into any place, I want it to be welcoming, especially a grocery store. You know what I mean? I want it to be bright. I want to be able to see around and see that things are being well taken care of. So I know this is what you ladies are trying. I'm not going to say that you ladies are going to accomplish once this gets off its feet, because it's on its way.
Yes.
I'm just trying to make sure we covered everything. Anything that we missed that the people should know before Saturday, that we need you ladies and gents to come out, bring the children out, enjoy this day with us, 12 to 4.
No, just come on out and bring your money.
There you go.
Bring your long
set up a payment plan if you can. Yes. Whatever. Yes.
Yeah. And sit and enjoy, the music. And like you mentioned, we are going to have a panel there with different people, different levels of expertise, whether they're a farmer. We'll have a beekeeper there from Hartford. She will also be selling her her honey, her natural honey that she has harvested, and just talk about nutrition. And so, just come and sit and get to know us. We want to get to know you. So
I like that. Get to know us. We want to get to know you. I was going to say something and I apologize. I lost my train of thought, but I think Mel did cover everything. And we're not here just pushing about the $200. Like Mel said, they also take donations. People have made donations, small, big, whatever your pockets allow you to do is also greatly appreciated. Like she said, the funds are needed to put back into everything that Mel and the rest of the committee is doing, the rest of the founders are doing. So it's not going to just be wasted. There's conversations like Mel said, Saturday, if you want to know more of how that $200 is being used, but it's giving back. Give back to yourself. Give back to your families. And we're going to make this grocery store happen. We're going to enjoy Saturday at the fall harvest with the North End Co-op. We're going to put the website where you can find out more information for the co-op and sign up. Mel, any parting words before we go?
We put unity in the community. That's our slogan.
There you go. That's their slogan. Yeah.
No, that's our driving mission. Yes, we want the market, and we want to provide all the education on nutrition and healthy options, but mainly we want to bring the community back together. So unity in the community.
And that's how we're going to end it. Unity in the community. As Mel said it, we thank you, Mel. Thank you, North End Co-op and all of your founders for your vision. We're going to see this come and happen. And hopefully the community will come out on Saturday. Come out and enjoy the day. Find out more information. We'll have how you can contact Mel and the other ladies, the other founders, when we put this podcast out. Thank you, Mel. Have a great day.
Thank you, everybody.